know, the saying is, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When that happened to me last fall, and it was the reason why I got off the internet for a bit, all I did was read. I had a perfect stack with this. Oh my gosh. Okay. As my books fall down. Hi, welcome back, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. This is Taylorturnsapage. I don't remember what I used to say. It's been that long since I've made a YouTube video. Well, we're back and we are feeling good, and we are just on the road again. No, with my friends. And so, yes, I'm back making YouTube. Hi, Ernie! And I have a new cat. We're back making videos, and this week I'm going to attempt to read all of the books I put on my April TBR. They were in a very nice stack, so BRB, let me fix that. I'm sweating right now. Okay, so we're showing him my April TBR. Oh my goodness, there she is. Can I read all of these in a week? I don't know. That's what we're going to find out with today's video. I'm scared, but I'm also extremely excited. I'm nervous and excited, but I just can't hide it. Oh, this is going to be so much fun, because all of these books I've accumulated over the past few months, and they're just too good. They're just too hot to be sitting in the corner on the floor collecting dust. And I have to read these. These are so good because I want to have thoughts on all of them, like you all have been having thoughts. I'm gonna get back into the swing of making YouTube videos. It'll be fun. I have a lot of romances and a lot of literary fiction, some mysteries in here, and just some real hot tickets. So we are going to see how many of these I can read in a week, and I hope you will come along with me. Let's get reading, shall we? Monday, and we are reading Expiration Date by Rebecca Searle. And you know what's funny? This is a relatively new addition to the TBR because it just came out. That's not the funny part. I mixed up Rebecca Searle with Rebecca Yarros, who you know from writing the Fourth Wing series. And I have a complicated relationship with her books because I liked Fourth Wing, but I wasn't too crazy about Iron Flame, and I just decided that her writing wasn't for me. I'm sorry. And so I put her books down, and I kind of, when I saw this book on Book of the Month, I kind of avoided it because I thought, oh, that's Rebecca Yarros. But then I kind of looked closer and then saw it's Rebecca Searle. And I have never read a Rebecca Searle book before. I started One Italian Summer a few years ago, and her writing wasn't really for me. It was very straightforward, and I kind of had trouble getting lost in the story. You know, a lot of us read for escapism. I totally read for escapism. So, and I wasn't really getting that, and I was confused as to why, because the plot of One Italian Summer has to do with an Italian summer, which, you know, it's fun, and there's a lot of men, and there's probably some spaghetti, all of these stereotypical Italian things, and I wasn't getting it. But then I learned that Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls, my all-time favorite show, narrates the audiobook, and I have a complicated relationship with audiobooks too, so I decided if I ever fix that, then I'm definitely going to save reading it for or listening to the audiobook. Let me just tell you, I read 2 chapters since we last spoke, and the plot thickens. Blah, 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 blah. Something's happening. Yay! The plot of Expiration Dates. Our main character, Daphne, was given or blessed with a gift, depending on how you view the situation in life, where she is able to know how long her relationships will last. She is given a card, a nice little card every so often with their first name and the length of time that they are together. And she finds this dashing man, she finds his card, and there's no length of time next to his name. His name is Jake. And this kind of implies that she has found the one, that she ends up staying with him forever. And so this is the story of how Daphne navigates, I was gonna say falls in love, but I don't know if we're going to get to that point yet. So this is how she navigates their relationship, and we also get to know the stories of her past paramours. So Daphne is extremely private about these cards and the information they contain. She's only told a few people, and one of them happens to be a man that she's previously dated. So she's wondering what to do when it comes to revealing this information to Jake. And obviously, this is a huge part of her life, and at the point that I have just gotten to, we learn something else that's really, really huge in terms of Daphne's day-to-day existence. And this is a pretty big plot twist, in my opinion. And at this point, up until this point, I haven't wondered what's gonna happen next. And at this point, I was kind of like, wow, is there gonna be something huge? And then there was a point also where I was kind of like, does this thing happen? So I don't want to say because it would be a spoiler. So if it does indeed happen, I will tell you. Even if it doesn't happen, I'll tell you as well. But we'll see. This is getting really, really interesting. Okay, hey, it is actually Wednesday now. I didn't film yesterday, but what I did do was think about my overall opinion of this book, Expiration Dates by Rebecca Searle. Okay, there were 2 big plot twists after I last talked to you, and you saw me react to them in real time. And I ended up giving this book 3 stars, which is still a good rating because of those plot twists. They really made the direction of the book just go in a way that I was not expecting. But it was really great in that it gave Daphne more depth to her character, which I love because you get to see the more depth come out of all of the characters, frankly, in the book, and I am glad for that part. But the second plot twist made me, I didn't like that. I didn't like it because it had to do with Daphne's personal life, and me not liking that is half a personal opinion, because I'm treading lightly, so lightly, because as to not reveal spoilers, as to not reveal spoilers, because it sets the overall final tone for the ending, and it has to do with the person the choice that she makes with the person to end up with. I didn't like that. I didn't like it because it made the ending seem it made the ending seem rushed. And this book is relatively short, and if it had been extended in favor of a more, I'm gonna say it, a more well thought out ending, then this book would have gotten maybe up to 5 stars from me. But I didn't like the ending because it was just wrapped up too neat. And yes, this is a romance. I like my romances to knock me off my feet, and not be so predictable, which you're looking at me and going, girl, it's a romance. We like our happily ever afters. We like predictability. But it just adds so much more to the book. I liked this book overall. I don't know if I'm going to read another Rebecca Searle book, but I had fun with this. It just made me at the end. I didn't throw the book up against the wall, but it made me sad. It was disappointing, but this is a good overall read that I will still recommend. I also started The Idea of You by Robin Lee earlier this morning, and I'm a pretty good chunk through it. I really enjoy it. It's fun. It's a romance that is really thrilling and is keeping me on my toes. It's about a woman who has a daughter who is obsessed with this One Direction type boy band and goes to see them live, and the Harry Styles type heartthrob, his attention is immediately drawn to this girl's mother, and her mother has a French name that I will butcher so badly if I tried to pronounce it. And let me see if I can say this. Let me see if this is on the back. So yes, I can. The mother ends up getting into a relationship with the Harry Styles character, and it gets pretty hot and steamy, and of course she struggles with what to do in terms of letting her 13-year-old daughter know about this. And she still has her ex-husband in their life, and she has to let him know, and it's going to have a huge impact on their life. Oh my gosh, what was that? That might be a cat. I don't know. Excuse me. But I'm really digging this. This is also a movie that I think is out on Amazon Prime now with Anne Hathaway in it. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It is indeed me, because I keep finishing books and failing to check in with you all. I'm sorry about that, but it's a big day here at Camp Taylor. It is Thursday, and that means we are one day away from the Tortured Poets department, and I am a Swiftie through and through, so today's felt like Christmas Eve, and I haven't gotten a lot of reading done, but I did finish this book, The Idea of You by Robin Lee. She is French, and I apologize for not getting the correct pronunciation. I loved this book. I gave it a 3.75 stars. It was just like a popcorn novel. I think that's how it was just definitely, you could binge it. It was oh my God, it was just, it was just words. I'm sorry about that. I had to remember how to speak. Anyway, this book was a real page turner, and I had a lot of fun with it, but the reason why I didn't give it a full-on 4-star was because it got to be repetitive toward the middle, and I picture a slide, and it just kept going and going and going and going and going. And this is odd because the repetition is an understandable part. Ow, Ernie is here's Ernie, a understandable part of the novel. But I really couldn't understand why we just kept going and going and going in that direction. And it was just so, it was disappointing, and it is also weird because I wished that the book was longer, but it was also good that it ended when it did because it was so repetitious. And it's a bummer. Ernie's distracting me. Look at this boy. He loves it when I do this. He's not happy right now. But it was a really fun book, and I'm excited to see the movie, and I think I'm going to watch it tonight if I don't listen to Taylor until, oh my gosh, am I going to stay up to listen to the album? How many of you are going to stay up and listen to the album? I'm scared that Spotify is going to crash. Anyway, well, I'm glad that I put this book on my TBR, and I'm glad that I reached for it because I bought it. I think I bought it back in February. Oh, he's just so happy right now. I bought it back in February and I had no idea like anything about it. Oh, he's so happy. And I just bought it just based off of the cover, and that was a really ace buy for me. So I'm excited. Hey, all you tortured poet readers. It's actually been a few days. It is Sunday, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't been reading. I've been busy because all of my schedule and time has been devoted to one Miss Taylor Swift, and I haven't been reading much, and we are going to talk about that. So I've been rereading Book Lovers by Emily Henry in anticipation of Funny Story coming out this coming Tuesday, and I am so stoked. I chose to read this particular book because it's been 2 years, if not 2 years on the dot, since it's come out, and I don't remember anything about it. When I was reading it, I remember not really digging it very much, and I'm confused about that because I ended up giving it 4 stars. I checked on Goodreads the other day, and I'm just kind of like, and I've been reading it, and I've been putting it down. And that really sucks because I love Emily Henry, and I don't really understand why. I want to keep reading so I can get it done before Tuesday. I don't know if that's going to happen just because of logistics, but I don't want to DNF it. That's going to be really odd for me to DNF an Emily Henry book, but we'll see. I'm nearly 200 pages in. And I'm having fun with it, but I really don't show that. I don't know. That's what we will stay with for now. It's just, I don't know. I am enjoying the story. I sound great right now, and I'm totally supporting what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm actually considering DNFing it. We'll see. You guys, it's several days later. It is a Thursday, and I think it's been like 2 weeks since I started filming this video, but that's okay because we're here and we're talking about books because we love books, and let me talk about Book Lovers. I don't love this book. I said that I was thinking about DNFing it. I didn't DNF it, but what I did do was lower my rating from when I originally read it. I originally gave it 4 stars, and then I lowered it to a 3.5. I was bored, and that feeling of waiting for it to be over never really went away, and I hate that because I love Emily Henry. But you know what made up for it? Are you excited to hear what made up for it? Because I'm about to tell you. Funny story. Why am I singing? I don't know. This book made me feel joyful, and that's why I'm singing. So, okay, it came out this past Tuesday. Today is Thursday. I finished this in 1 day, and I am so upset that I am a fast reader because I have to wait an entire year for another Emily Henry book to come out. This is now my #1 favorite Emily Henry, surpassing Beach Read, which is a huge deal. If you love Emily Henry, if you've never read Emily Henry before, this is the book to read. Oh my God. It is time to bring this TBR video to a close. Please let me know if you enjoyed watching it and if you would like me to make another one, because I had a blast creating this. We ended up knocking off 3 books off my April TBR in this video, and they were really fun. The Idea of You by Robin Lee, I gave this 4 stars, and I loved it. This, if you take away any book off of this video, let it be this one. This was so fun to read. And the very first book that we read was Expiration Dates by Rebecca Searle, and it was also my very first Rebecca Searle book. I gave this a 4-star, and then we also reread Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I gave this a 3.5 star. I had a slams book. I had such a great time, and we will do this again next month. Yay. Yay. All right. Bye, guys.